and gentlemen, get ready for something fresh, new, and different. The Dan Vino Division Empowerment Podcast. Did you discover your gift? You will find your identity. So put your hands together and show some love to a special host, Mr. Danny Vickers.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dan Vino Podcast Show. Of course, I got another very, very special guest this evening. Roz, are you there?
I'm here, Danny. I'm here. How are you?
How you doing? I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Hey, welcome to the show, man. I'm glad to have you on. Well, that's good. That's good. You know, for those of you all that are not familiar with my friend Roz Benjamin, she's always been a very special guest. Matter of fact, she is the one that spearheaded and not spearheaded, but she's the one who really got behind me like cryptocurrency and pushed this Dan Vino podcast show. So I really want to thank her for that, you know, for making me tap into the vision and really stop talking it and start walking it. So I want to say thank you for that, Roz. Thank you for that. You know, I really appreciate you. Yeah. Now, for those of you all that doesn't really know Roz, it's your first time meeting her. Roz, can you give us just a little brief, you know, about you, your status, or your life, you know, what's going on?
All right. Well, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me to your podcast. I truly appreciate it. It's such a blessing to see you just blossom in this. I know it's been a journey. So, you know, just the little bit I was able to do to help you spearhead this and take this to another level, you know, is my pleasure. But my name is Rosalind Benjamin. I go by Roz, and married to a wonderful man, Dave. I have a wonderful son, Terrell, and you know, I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and you know, into this space. I'm so thrilled to be able to talk this conversation, this topic that we're going to talk about, and is about cryptocurrency. So I'm thrilled to be able to, you know, just talk about this because I'm very passionate about it, just learning so much. So thank you so much for having me. Absolutely.
Hey, I don't want to risk speed dial, but you are an author and you have several books out. And I know you and your husband, y'all have some books out too. Yeah. If you just want to elaborate on that and where people can find them and what's the topics of them.
Well, thank you so much for that. Yes, my husband and I, we are authors. We've helped people publish their books as well. I helped my husband publish his two of his personal books. Get Fired Up was his first book. He also has done another book, Gathering the Pieces. And he and I collaborated on a book together, and it's regarding marriage. He Said, She Said. And it's about our journey, and it's about encouraging marriages, those who are looking to get married and those who may be looking to separate. So it's a book of encouragement because of our journey, what we personally experienced. So we wanted to give back because of what God has done in our lives.
He Say, She Say. Do you have that book nearby to where we can hold it up?
Actually,
no. Okay, don't worry about it.
No, I don't. I wish I would have brought them all.
You don't?
But no,
okay,
I don't.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted the audience to see it, you know. And also, what about your cookbook?
Oh yeah, my cookbook too. I mean, you bringing up all this kind of stuff. I'm ready to get into the crypto conversation.
I know. I got to get this out of the way.
Well, yeah. I actually created a vegan cookbook. And it's part of my journey as well, what I've experienced health-wise, and you know, just pulling different foods together, just really natural foods together, plant-based. So yeah, I actually created a cookbook. It's called Veganlicious. So yeah, that's my cookbook. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, thank you so much for reminding me.
Yeah, not a problem. But I noticed, and I noticed you've been posting a lot. how blossom in prosperity your vegetable garden is turning into, man. I've been watching it. I've been getting hungry just listening to you lifting it up, seeing how big your fruits are getting, man. So what you have in that garden, so I know what to come by and get when you guys are asleep.
Well, I'll tell you, we actually have some hot peppers, some bell peppers, some tomatoes, some kale, and some herbs in there as well. So yeah, just mixing it up a little bit. So yep.
Well, that's good. That's awesome, man. You guys you stay busy, man. You really do. You also, and I'm gonna let you go. We get right into this cryptocurrency, but you also have an exercise tape out too. Is that still available?
That is always available. Actually, yes. I don't even have that close by me. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like ready to get into this crypto content. I actually created a fitness DVD, and that's still available. So yeah. Yep. Fitness DVD too. And that's actually, I don't even know. It's in my over there in my bookcase. My husband, it's funny because my husband always tells me, he says, make sure you have all of your books, anything that you've created, make sure you have those near you when you're actually, doing webinars and things. Obviously I don't do that, right? So I gotta get better at that. But thank you so much for, kind of pointing those things out. I truly appreciate it. Right.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you and Dave, man, and your family, man. Great people, man. To have in my circle. I had to clean that circle out, but when I did, I got to make sure I bring the right people in, and you and your husband definitely one of them, man. You speak a whole different language. Yeah. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, and that is y'all motto. y'all got zero tolerance for people that's you're not moving or shaking nothing, So I'm glad you found something in me. So anyway, all right, good. Let's get to this crypto.
All right.
Listen, I want to ask you this question. I say, why do you feel like there is so much more to crypto that you want to share with the audience?
Oh man, that's a loaded question.
Okay.
There's so much in this crypto space. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of hype. Absolutely, there's a lot of hype, but there's a lot of significant projects that's taking place that's literally right now, like transitioning us financially from the traditional, financial system to this crypto, the decentralized and centralized type of financing. And people are finding that it's very lucrative, one of those people too, because of this, when we think about it, think in terms of what's happening now in our traditional financial system, and even with our currency printing that's happening. Yes, people need the currency because of all the things that we've been through this last year and a half, right?
Right.
But also we have to think about what the consequences is. What are the effects of that currency printing? Is literally devaluing our currency. You can simply go to the store. If you went to the grocery store last year, fast forward to this year, think about the increase in the price that you're paying for that same good and service.
Right.
And, we can contribute that to inflation. We can contribute that to our currency being devalued. Right. And with this cryptocurrency, and let's for example, take Bitcoin, because that's a well-known cryptocurrency, right? I call it the granddaddy of cryptos.
Right.
We take that, it's 20 million that will ever be created. So there's not going to be Bitcoin printing, right?
Right.
Because we have, Yeah, and that's why
That's
the
good. I like
value.
that.
Yeah, and that's why the price of Bitcoin has been escalating. Yeah, it has been a pullback of that, but when we think in long terms, we think about where Bitcoin is now and where was it, when it was first created. Now, fast forward 10 years later, 11 years later, and look at where Bitcoin is right now. I mean, it started out like 1 cent. Now it's about 38, 35, I think, thousand right now or so. But you have to think in long term, because there's only ever going to be 21 million ever created. Think about that for a second. How valuable of an asset is that? Right. And that's literally, when I think about, this cryptocurrency space, I think in terms of the project, the viability of that crypto. And not just crypto, but the blockchain as well. Right. Because we wouldn't have crypto if we didn't have blockchain. So those go hand in hand, right? Right. So with this blockchain space, I mean, it's exploding. It's exploding because of all of the things that we can do with this technology. Right. It's amazing. It's amazing. And there has been hundreds, if not thousands, of millionaires created through cryptocurrency trading and just being able to get in position at a very early stage and then ride this gains out. And I'm telling you, it's a beautiful ride when you can ride that out. You get in position at an early stage with a viable cryptocurrency. You can ride that thing out and you can make some enormous gains with that.
What makes crypto so effective in the blockchain?
Well, we would not have, if we didn't have blockchain, we wouldn't have cryptocurrency. They go hand in hand, meaning that blockchain is the technology. Cryptocurrency, think about this, for example. I like to use this analogy. Blockchain is the highway, and cryptocurrency is the car that runs over the highway. You need blockchain in order to have cryptocurrency, right? And because of, like I said, where we are with cryptocurrency and blockchain technology and how it's actually taking our legacy systems, our traditional systems, and replacing them with this more efficient, less manpower needed type of technology. Because with blockchain technology, with cryptocurrency, for example, we do not need, let's say, for example, okay, we have banks, right? We have traditional banks. Right. You need accountants, you have the bookkeepers and everything. They actually have to, make sure everything is, all the accounting is what it should be, right? That's human intervention. Then you have blockchain technology. You have that, and it's literally, it's programmed. It's programmed where you don't need human intervention in order to function with that blockchain technology, because it's literally a ledger that's keeping track of everything. And you cannot, I don't even think you can try to go back and alter any type of transaction that took place previously over the blockchain. Right. Because it cannot, it will be kicked out of the system. Wow. Whereas with our traditional system, we have that human intervention, and they can go back and erase things and put it back in and, edit and manipulate those things, those books. But blockchain technology, you can't do that.
You can't do that, right?
Because it was built that way.
Right. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I always tell people, to me, crypto is like you can have $100,000 automobile, but the crypto is the gas that makes the automobile gets to its destination. Could you really say Am I explaining that right? That's what the power of crypto.
Yeah, you can say that because literally,
Okay.
I'm glad you used that analogy because, even with some of the crypto projects that my husband and I are involved with, literally, in order to operate the different products and services, you literally need that particular cryptocurrency to power those things. So literally, it is the gas that's going to power the products and services.
Wow.
And you absolutely need it. So that's a great analogy. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, now here's something else too. I have some people that have contacted me and they said that they became inferior of the Bitcoin because they have lost thousands of dollars when it first started out. What caused that crypto to crash it then and to pick it back up now?
Well, when you think about it, I started out the conversation with hype, right? You can have a lot of hype in this environment, in this space with crypto space. You can have a lot of hype. And when you get this hype, that drives a lot of people to it, right? And people want to be involved with it. They want to be a part of that. But then with cryptocurrency, this example here, now you're going to have this cryptocurrency price going higher and higher because more people are getting involved with it. Why? Why though? Because of what they're hearing, because of the hype, because they don't want to be left out. But is it a project that is viable in the marketplace, or is it just hype?
Wow.
Sometimes, in certain situations, that's what it is. It's just a lot of hype and people are gathering and rushing into something because they see the price going up so high, right? And they want to get a piece of it. Kind of like human nature. They want to get a piece of it. But many times people don't know that what is the project about? Is it even viable? Or is it just hype?
Right.
And many a times, unfortunately, it's just a lot of hype. You want to get in, you want to study the fundamentals and the technicals, the TAs, if you're looking to get into the marketplace, definitely into the trading, I should say, in trading, because you're getting into speculative type things, right? But when you're looking at a project what is it going to solve? Why is it even in existence? Is it solving a problem? So you want to look at that because those are the cryptocurrencies and blockchains that's going to be around. Right.
Absolutely.
Because they're going to actually solve some problems. But when you have cryptocurrencies that they're just there just to be there, right?
Right.
And now people are starting to, talk about it and stuff, and they can send the price high because they're very influential, or they can send the price very low and make it crash because they're very influential. But for those who understand what the project is all about, that doesn't move them. What they look at when it dumps like an influencer, like Elon Musk, But with Bitcoin, when a person actually says something that literally they can make a market, they can make or break a market, right? But for those people on the other side who understand the project in itself, they understand the viability of the project. They look at this as a time to get in. They look at this as a time to start accumulating even more. Right. So you have two ends of the spectrum. Some people, oh man, that's nothing. They're dumping it. I'm losing a lot of money. And then there's others on this side saying, man, this is a great buying opportunity. So you gotta weigh whatever you're looking at. What is your perspective on that? Not just to be speculative. At least that's not what I do.
Absolutely. I got a friend of mine. Whenever they announced that the hurricane is coming through the Gulf and it's category 4 or 5, we're running from the hurricane. But my friend runs toward the hurricane with his surfboard because he sees an opportunity for him to film himself on a wave. And I thought that was crazy. Well, with the hype in the fall of the crypto or the currency when it drops, I saw that as an opportunity, like a Black Friday, when everything dropped. Now it's low enough for me to go get to purchase it because I know the wave go kick back up. So I kind of studied that from my friend. He runs to the hurricane wave when it's up because he called it opportunity. And I have to look at it that when the stock or the market crash, I have to look at that as an opportunity. This Black Friday, go and start buying.
Yeah.
Because the wave will come back up.
Yeah. I mean, if the project is good, if that project is good, yeah, it's definitely going to come back up. There's some that will never come back up, right? And that's why I'll go back to understanding what the project is all about. What is it solving? And that's where you're going to get it. And also when you're looking at, for example, Bitcoin, because all cryptos are not created equal, right? Bitcoin is just one out of thousands of cryptocurrencies that have been created, right?
Right.
Now you look at
was it Bitcoin, the first? Was Bitcoin the first?
From my understanding, yes.
Okay.
It was the first. At least it's the most viable one that has been created.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
Okay.
But when you look at, let's say for Bitcoin, for example, and you start studying it, not just the price, but you start looking at, okay, the more influential hedge funds, look at retirement funds, they're starting to get into Bitcoin, right? Now they're starting to get in. Now it's like, wait a minute, you start studying that and you're saying, wait a minute, you have Michael Saylor of MicroStrategy, you have Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, you have many others, even Elon Musk, he said he got some. So you have a lot of even other hedge funds and things like that. They're getting Bitcoin, right? Why?
Walmart.
If they're getting in, and other people are scared,
right?
You gotta kind of weigh those things out,
right?
And say, wait a minute, if they're getting in, they're making millions, if not billions of dollars, but they're getting in, even though the price is crashing. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going to go that way instead of that way. I'm not going to fear. I'm going to go that way. Just kind of like in relation to your friend, you're saying with the surfing.
Right.
Well, yeah, you got to study it and see, not for me personally, not to just be speculative, but what are the projects going to solve?
Right.
Even if it's a long term, because we're in one project that is a long term. Right. It is definitely a long term. There's a lot of things that's evolving with this. Some people are saying, oh, it's dead. But when you study the project and you understand and you stick with it to understand what's happening. Right. You're totally convinced, like that's literally solving a needed solution to a problem. So,
right.
Yeah.
And I want to say this because of the Dan Vino podcast show to my listeners. We are not financially professional advisors, okay? Exactly. So don't come after me. We just giving you what we're doing, and it works for us. We have low, high moments, it's just like anybody else, but what her and I do is we stop listening to broke people and people that people that give us their opinion, their advice, and the risk that they took, and it changed their lives. So I want to just get that out there.
Oh, thank you for that disclaimer. Yes, we are not financial advisors. I always do that on my, we always do that on my webinars. We are not financial advisors or tax experts. What we share is based on our own experience. And even the projects that we're involved with, they may change at the discretion of the project owners, right? The project creators. Absolutely. So we always say, seek out professional help. And even if I show calculations, it's for illustration purposes only. I have a YouTube, my husband and I have a YouTube channel that just hit like 1,600 subscribers.
Wow, congratulations, man. Yeah.
So we're
awesome.
excited about it, just giving the viable information. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys work, especially you, Ross. Lord have mercy. I never seen somebody. Do you sleep?
Yeah, sleep, of course.
When?
Well,
sitting up at the computer.
I'm excited. This space has really brought me into a place where I'm really diving into it. It's, when people say a sweet spot, this is where it is for me. That this space, blockchain and cryptocurrency, that's what this is to me. It's a sweet spot that I found something that I can really plug into. I really enjoy. I've created written books, gardening and things like that. But because you're very creative, right?
Yeah.
You're a musician, an artist. Right. So you have things that you're passionate about. It's not just one thing. And that's the same with me. I have many passions. Right. And I'm really, really trying to explore them all.
Right.
Not leaving anything out.
and you are, man. You read a lot for one thing. I don't think you watch that much television.
No, I don't. No.
I don't think you watch television. So you never even heard of Love and Hip Hop,
No, well, that was back in the day. I used to, I was watching. Yeah. But you know what? We cut our cable years ago. I was like, that's good. For us, that was a waste of money, Yeah. But
I know I spent a lot of time myself at the University of YouTube, and I get a lot of valuable information, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't watch television. I find myself, getting away from watching sports because I want to feed my mind, to enhance it and take it to another level, especially in the music industry, because I know I got some ideas and some things I was sharing with you and your husband that I want to break into, man. And I think it's going to be powerful and effective, and it's going to be something I haven't seen yet on social media.
Wow.
Corner,
Yep.
Yeah, that's right, the corner, man. So I'm excited about that too. So I'm studying that, But
when you shared with us, when you share it with us some of your ideas, and we get excited for you. We're trying to say,
you do.
We just want to applaud you on your journey because, I just get elated to see people walking in their purpose. They're passionate about what they're doing. And it's like, don't let anything distract you from that,
Right. And here's one of the greatest tests that I've learned. If I share an endeavor of my next level of what I'm doing with someone, and I watch how they respond, and they just change the subject, and that's fine. That lets me know that you're somewhere else, or you when I share it with you guys get excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's just a different feeling that I see in you guys, that you want to see me succeed, and I do the same thing with you guys. It's like this is really family, because we're going up a pyramid, but we may be on the opposite sides. Mm-hmm. But we'll see each other when we get to the top. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about you guys. So man, I thank God for you.
Well,
I really
appreciate that.
Thank God for you guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
thank God for you, man.
It's like when you want to see other people succeed in whatever they decide to do, that just brings joy to you.
Right.
At least to
Absolutely.
us, that's how
Absolutely.
we feel. To see people just enjoying their lives, because we only get one chance at this thing called life, So we may live it to the fullest, You can't. Why try to live someone else's life? Live your life to the fullest. Live full, die empty.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, exactly. God bless old Miles Monroe. He used to always teach that. When you go to your grave, go empty.
Yep.
don't give the graveyard nothing.
Exactly.
So
Why should you?
there's multiple. Yeah,
Why should you?
there's multiple. Yeah, and here's the deal. You know, and I think about the when the Bible talks about the talents. You know, I'm not really want to get in, you know, to anything spiritual like that. But there was one man given one, there was one given two, and one given five. And the one that was given five, he used it to the max until I think he brought in five more. And the one that gave two brought in two more. And the one that had one lousy talent, he hid it in the earth, never tapped into it. And it caused him to live the rest of his life in darkness and in a curse. So there is something special in everybody and very unique that God put in us. We got to tap into it, you know, and flow with it. Because I tell you, you can tell me about something that is doing you're very successful in that area. But if I'm not passionate about it, I can't get into it because I'm passionate about something else.
Okay. Right.
And I got to give it all my energy and all my time to that until I succeed with it. You know, but when we get together, you can pair yours and I can pair mine, and we both excited because we see something we're exceeding.
Exactly.
But we just on the opposite side of the fence.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's what I love about you guys. You know. We get to share, and we're on the same page, and that is being successful in Christ. You know, I appreciate that.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. Yeah. But listen, I want to ask you this right here. What is the most highest expectation about all of this that's going on that you may see now and to see where it can come for the future, and how will it have an effect on the government that may come after us because they see that we want some of this?
Well, I tell you already, it's changing our financial system, right? You know, we got the DeFi, we got, you know, just decentralized financing is exploding. It's changing people's lives. People are, you know, thinking about the unbanked, right? Many of us here in the U.S., you know, it seems like just an ordinary thing that we have. But there's many people around the world who are unbanked. And this cryptocurrency space are literally touching those people who are unbanked. Is literally making a way for them to be able to, you know, transact like we do, right? Peer to peer, you know, easily without that middleman of interference. Now we're able, and they are able to actually peer to peer, you know, transactions fast too. You know, I think about our wiring system. I think about even the real estate. Even real estate, right? Think about, I think about, you know, I brought 3 houses in my life, you know, homeowner of 3 houses. And just the paperwork alone that you have to go through and the time period that you have to go through it to, you know, to finalize things.
Right.
Now we have tokenized real estate that's literally making it more efficient, faster to finalize transactions. And that's where Dave and I, we're a part of that. And this thing is exploding, you know. So when you ask about, you know, where we are and where we will be in the future, I mean, even our government already sees that this Bitcoin is more so this blockchain space changing the way we will ever do anything. Telling you, it's just changing the trajectory of how we do finances, not just finances, but other things, automation. You know, we have smart contracts happening. We have all of these things that can be created to create a seamless transaction, whether it's, you know, financial transaction, you know, real estate transactions, just even, you know, like driving a car, even, you know, having owning a business. I mean, the
Right,
things
right.
are changing. The blockchain technology is changing the way we do everything.
Right. You know, it's funny you said that. I remember back in the days when you closed on a house, you had to meet with them and you had to sign the paperwork and, you know, everything. We all came in one room together.
Mm-hmm.
Man, not anymore. Everything is on the computer now.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're excited because in addition to it being over the computer, you know, it's the fact that we don't have that long period of time to make that transaction. The time is collapsing because of blockchain technology. Because now we have in place different things that will just make it fast. I mean, we're actually on board with a project that literally in another country, and it's literally tokenized real estate. Real estate. So this is some exciting times that we're seeing, and being in this space for, oh my goodness, for like over about 4 years now. I mean, we've seen things change. We've seen things get easier. We've seen more people come on board. And yes, we've seen people in the crypto, you know, just speculative trading. We've seen people lose, right? We've lost as well, but we're still here because we believe in this space.
Right.
We've learned. We not just, you know, we lost something, but we gained a lot of learning through the process.
Right. And losing is educational. So that way you'll know what journey not to take. So don't look at it like I lost something. No, you gained something. Yeah. You gain wisdom.
Yep. I think it was John Maxwell wrote a book, either you win or you learn. So it's one or the other. You either win or you learn. So no losing. You win or you learn. Exactly. Right. Exactly. Right. I mean, business is like a relationship. Oh, it is. It's ups and downs with it, you know. Yeah, it's definitely. But you just got to learn from it. Exactly. Yeah. And be good with that. Yeah. Absolutely. Listen, I want to also ask you this question. Well, I mean, I know the answer, but I want to hear you elaborate on this a little bit. How safe is blockchain from the scammers? Do people would you recommend to the people that you are safe in blockchain? Well, you know what, Danny, that's a great question, because I mean, I see everything as a risk, right? There's a risk in everything, but there's things that you can take more calculated risk, right? Because you're more learned in that area. With blockchain technology, there's developers who can create things that can scam people, right? That's the purpose of them creating that particular project. But then there's things that, you know, blockchains that's being created that are there legitimately to solve a problem. So it's not the blockchain, but who is actually creating it? What are they using it for? Are they using it to try to scam someone? Yeah, you're going to have bad characters out there. You have them everywhere, right? It's not just this technology world that we have bad actors. It's everywhere. But it's like going back to what I said. You have to be learned in this area, want to learn what you're getting into, right? Doing due diligence in order to know, okay, at least something about it for your own good. Right. And that's how I see it. So I don't think it's so much as, you know, not having risk in this space. It's just understanding, you know, what you're getting involved with. Because like I said, there's going to be developers who develop things to try to scam people. We know that. Then they're going to be developers who are working in excellence. Right. And, you know, with the authenticator code, I mean, it's really kind of hard for a scammer to really come in and take what you earn, you know, because they gotta have that code. They gotta have that app. Yeah. And you know, it comes within this space. It really comes with being safeguarding what you have, your password, going to what you said, your Google Authenticator or your Authy, with that, what 2FA, whatever 2FA a person uses, you want to make sure you're safeguarding, because, you know, I always suggest to people, if you're using a 2FA, make sure before you scan it into your phone, make sure you print it out, the QR code and the code itself, and put it in a safe, waterproof, fireproof safe, because if, God forbid, something happens to your phone, you're able to get back into that, you know, that
right.
platform, you know, your account. But, you know, a lot of times it's user error.
Right.
You know, a lot of times it's user error, and is understanding how do we safeguard ourselves in this space,
right.
You know? So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what you're talking about, it should be as if a pregnant woman guarding her child. Back up before you bump my baby. I know some people, man, that lost hundreds and thousands of dollars, all because they couldn't remember their password, or they lost their possessions of the numbers and everything. They don't know what they did with it.
Wow.
You know, like the guy with the Bitcoin. He has 200 and something thousand Bitcoins, and he already used up 2 passwords, and if he used another one, then he's locked out. He don't even know what his password is. All these millions of dollars he's sitting on, you know. So, like I said, you got to guard it. You know, you got to have I have a code book. I put all my codes in there because you can't remember all that, you know. But you got to put it in a safe place, you know.
Exactly. That's why I always say a fireproof, waterproof safe. That's what you want to do, you know. And going back to your point, that's user error. You know, that's user error right there when you don't remember because you're not safeguarding it. And that's why it's so important when people come into this space to understand just those, you know, it seems very basic, but it's obviously very important to know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Not like just haphazardly just leave things around. Yeah.
Okay. Well, is there anything new that's going on that you want to like share with your new endeavor in life, or somewhere that website or web page, or someone to come check your YouTube page out? You know, just to learn a little bit more about you and what direction you're going in next.
Sure. Well, people can visit our Facebook page. Like, we have a business page, the Dave and Roz Bennerman Facebook page. You know, I put out a lot of tutorial videos on different things that we're involved with. You can check out our YouTube channel as well. Is it Ignite, IGNITE, Golden, GOLDEN Alliance, ALLIANCE. So that's our YouTube channel. Okay. So, like I said, we have, you know, been blessed to have organically over 1,600 subscribers right now. So, you know, that's definitely a blessing to continue to put out the content that people are looking for. So, and that's why, you know, many times you may not see us on Facebook. I'll put a lot of videos out on our Facebook business page, but a lot of the times I'm gathering up tutorials to put them on our YouTube channel, because we've been meeting some phenomenal people on YouTube. It's been amazing.
I've been watching some people that's reaching out to you and Dave around the world, man. You know, the greatest platform that was set up for all mankind is the internet. You can go. I've got some people. I have more supporters that buy purchase my books than in America.
Wow.
Places I probably never go in my life.
Wow.
Gandhi and Nigeria, and they're buying the book, you know.
Wow.
So you can really reach people around the world, man.
Yep.
All you got to do is just get started.
Yes.
Here's the deal. I always tell people this right here. planning is the highest expression of faith. If you ain't got a plan, if you ain't put nothing together, it's because you ain't got no faith at all.
Wow.
All you got is a lot of this.
Wow.
That's all you got.
Wow.
You know, and that get hot sometimes.
Oh.
Hey, Ross, I'll give you the final words, man. And well, I guess you did. You had your final words, you know.
I just want to say thank you so much to your viewers, your live viewers, your replayers. Thank you, Danny, for allowing me to come onto your platform. We're so proud of you for, you know, just pushing forward with something that has been literally dormant. You know, as and I communicate, it's been dormant, and to see this thing blossom, it's phenomenal.
Right.
I love it. You just walking in your calling, you're touching many people's lives. So we're, you know, kudos to you.
Well, thank you. And before we go, I want to let my audience know if you're new to the watching the Dan Vino podcast show, we got a lot of things like this that we're sharing with people. We're pretty much trying to empowerment you. You can go to my YouTube channel, and that is Dan Vino Division Empowerment on YouTube, and watch the rest of the shows. And maybe that's something to encourage you to get you started. And also too, you can also find me on 8 different places, like the Anchor FM, the Breaker Audio, the Google Podcast, the Apple Podcast, the Overcast FM, the Pocket Cast, RadioPublic.com, and Spotify, man. Wow. Hey, you can catch me on all of those, and show brother some love. Wow. And don't forget, just hit the thumbs up. It's very appreciative. You know, don't be tight. You know, just you can leave a comment, you leave a review or whatever you want to do. But most of all, we love you, and thanks for tuning in to everybody. So, Ross, once again, man, I really, really appreciate you and your husband, man, and your son Terrell, man. God bless you.
God bless you, man.
I'll see you. All right, then. Bye-bye. Have a good one now.
You too. Bye-bye.
Peace. Bye-bye.